Hi. Sorry about that. I hit the button and then forgot what I was doing. um, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Today I am working on making these pockets, these slotted pocket things. They're really cool. I saw somebody do this. I'm pretty sure it was Diane. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Diane that I saw use this. And I just had to have it. It's a template, or not a template, a die. And it creates these slots, kind of like that Tim Holtz one that some people use, only this one's a little wider, and it's 4 slots, and then it has this extra die to cut the front of it, and then you end up with these 3 pockets, and it has the flaps where you can glue it onto the page. And I saw her do this, and I saw her make these beautiful pockets, and I said, oh, I have got to have one of those. I don't buy too much that's new, just because, well, you know, I get all my stuff at thrift stores. And this was a total impulse buy, but I really needed to have this. So I went to Amazon and I bought it. This is not sponsored. This was not sent to me. This is just, I went and bought it. So this is the package that it came in. It is called the Stitched Slots Pocket Set. Am I in frame? I hope so. And it's by Maddie's Crafting Joy. There's the back of it. There's the UPC code if you want that. And there's some other things that you can use with this to make like more decorative stuff on the outside of the pocket, but I didn't get those. Anyway, that's what we're using, and I've already pre-cut what I'm going to be doing today, so you don't have to watch me run it through my big shot or anything. But I'm going to show you the ones that I've already made. The first one that I made, I used a book page, and it's a little too thin, I think, and I might end up having to glue the sides of it instead of using the flaps. I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes in my book. This will be going into my sample journal, and I'll make notations about the paper that I want to use. But this is the first one that I made, and I thought it came out really pretty. But you do need kind of a heavier paper for your background. So then the second one that I made with kind of a craft cardstock and some scrapbook paper. This one, when I turned the paper over to glue on the back of it, this was on the back of it, and I said, oh, I like that too. So I just put that one in the middle. And then I just added the little embellishments. And then this is the third one that I made that I have not decorated yet. And again, I just used some cardstock for the background and scrapbook paper. And what I learned doing this is that once you have the decorative part on the front, you're not going to see very much of your background. So don't have your background as something that you think is, oh, that's a really pretty background. You're not going to see it. So don't worry too much about it. I mean, it still looks cool with the book paper behind there, but I'm finding that if I use the solid backgrounds or something more solid, then it just, I don't know, works better for me. So the one that I'm working on, I have already cut the base of it. I didn't know that was on the back either. And I'm using this. This was just these are perfect for using your 6x6 paper. If you have an abundance of 6x6 paper pads like I do, it's a perfect time to use them up. So this is the background that I chose, and I cut the, I don't know, the fronts, I guess that's what they are, the fronts, using this a very pretty paper. And I should have seen if I had an extra one to show you the whole page, but I think you kind of get the idea of what it looks like. And I should have also left out the paper pad, so I could see who made this, but I think this was just in my, I have a basket of loose 6x6 paper that I pulled out of the pads at some point in time and didn't use it, so I put it in this basket. So I think this came out of the basket, and I don't know what book it came out of, but anyway, doesn't really matter. So here I have the pieces that I've already cut out, and I picked out a few little embellishments that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. Let me get a glue paper here. There's not really too much to this except a little bit of gluing here and there, so I don't know. Just grab your stuff and craft along with me, and we'll just have a little craft and chat, maybe, if that's what we want to call it. And then we'll put this into our journal. I have not glued one of these into any journals yet, so I don't know how and you know, see what I'm doing? I'm inking the wrong part of this because this is going to bend over. So I don't know how well this is going to hold it. I imagine it's going to hold it well, or they wouldn't have made it the way that they made it. So we'll see. That makes more sense, Mary. So I believe as of right now when I'm filming this, I have 942 subscribers. So we are slowly getting there, up to 1,000 subscribers, and I so appreciate that. I really, when I started this channel, I didn't think I'd get more than maybe 25 subscribers because, I don't know, I just, you know, you don't have the confidence. You don't think that you're anybody that people are going to be interested in seeing. But, you know, if you're out there long enough, people just find you, and there's a variety of people out there, and they like a variety of types of videos, and I'm happy that people like mine. So I'm just continuing to do my thing, and if I get more, I get more, and if I don't, then the subscribers that I have hopefully enjoy my content. So all right, so it's all inked up. I'm gonna just pull the flaps out while I work on it so that it's not lumpy. And I'm going to ink this. Now, I don't know if you can see, but these have like, let me see what I can put behind that. They have like, I don't think that shows it either, but they have like stitching holes around the edges. It's not actual stitching, it's just the holes to make it look like stitching. So that adds a little bit of decoration to it also. And of course, like anything else, you can change the look of what you're making just with the paper and the embellishments that you use. You know, if you're not into the vintage look, you can use bright stuff and bright papers and bright embellishments and change the whole look of this. So it's a very versatile thing. And the only thing that I would say is just be mindful that the width of this, when it's finished, is 4 3/4 inches wide. So if you have a more narrow journal, it may not fit, but 4 3/4 is, you know, that'll fit on a 5-inch wide page. So it's actually a pretty good size, I think. So this is like just the simplest thing to make, and they're so pretty. Now, if you don't have this die, or if you don't want to, I imagine if you have the die, you've already done this, and this is certainly not anything new to you. I want to make sure I have the right one here. I think they went like that. That's how we're putting it. If you have the die, this is not obviously anything new to you. But if you don't have the die, and you don't want to run out and buy the die, then there's a cat that I'm going to kill. I'm sorry, that sounded very, very violent, but let me finish my first thought, then I'll tell you about the cat. So if you don't have the die, I suppose this would be fairly simple to recreate if you're handy, like with a craft knife or something. It is 5.5 inches wide, and each of these looks like it's about maybe about 1/4 inch. You could do it 1/4 inch. And so you would just cut your square, right? Cut the corners like this and like this. Then you want to make your slots. If I were doing it, I would use a craft knife. I would measure and maybe draw the line where I want it to be, and use a craft knife to make your slots, and a circle punch to make the little dips in it. I know what that's called, a dip? Whatever that is. Notch. That's what it is. It's called a notch. To make the notch. And then these you just measure. These would be 1 and let's see, that's 4/8, that's 2/8, about 1 3/8 by 4 5/8. That's pretty precise measurements, but you can just figure, you know, a little smaller than this area. Play around with it. You guys are smart. You can figure it out. How to make one of these. I don't think it would be that complicated. I say that because I have the die, so it's not complicated to me. But seriously, I think that this is probably something that you could accomplish without the die. Okay, now I had pulled out these little embellishments. And let me tell you, when I went to find these embellishments, finding these created a whole project for me. That's going to be another video. All my little pieces of ephemera and die cuts and stuff like that are, I'm not sure how I was going to do this. They were thrown in a basket. Some of them were in the original packaging, like this is like the Tim Holtz type of stuff. And some of this stuff was in the original packaging. And I had to dig through a lot of stuff to find this. So when I did that, I don't know if this is what I was going to do here or not. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I'll put something in the middle here and something in the middle of the clock. It took me forever to dig through everything that I had to find these tiny little things. And I found things that I didn't even realize that I had. So that prompted me, along with a comment that somebody made on one of my videos, asking if they could see how I organized my ephemera. I had to laugh at that because I didn't organize my ephemera. But that prompted me to do something about it. So I created some ephemera folios. I guess that's what they're called. And that became this huge project that I will show you in another video. I didn't film. I'm old school, so we used to use film. But now you just video, I guess. I did not video me doing that at the time, just because it was like, oh my God, I have to get this done. And when I started it, I really wasn't quite sure what I was doing. But I worked my way through it, and I still have more to do. So when I go to do the rest of it, I will film that. And you can see what I did and how I now store my ephemera and die cuts. It was it's quite an adventure, and I did not realize that I had so much stuff. But now I think that I'll be able to find it and I will use it more, because I know exactly where it is and I can just go to it real quick. So that's a video, a future video. I have not filmed it yet. I don't know the order that I put my videos up ever, so it's very possible that you might see it before this one. I don't know. But anyway, that's, yeah. That was as a result of me having to find these little what you call it's here. Fake ephemera is actually what it is. You know, people ask, well, what is ephemera? Where did that term come from? Well, it's an actual real word that was around long before junk journaling, and it's basically, it means paper paper products. That's not the right word, because it's not like paper plates. It's paper, historical papers. That's, I guess that would be the quick definition of it, historical papers. And it's things like ledger books or old receipts, or even photographs, I think, are considered ephemera. And anything paper that has historical meaning or value to it. And the junk journal world, or the crafting world, has adopted that term, and we use it for anything that we use to decorate our journals with. It's not technically the proper term for it, but we've kind of adopted the word. So little things like this. This is like a little letter. I don't know if you can, how well you can see that. It's like a little letter. Oh my gosh, why can't I speak? This is like the replica of a package of, what were those, reinforcements? Old ones. Obviously, that's not a real package of the reinforcements. They're not that small. So this is what we're calling ephemera now, and it's just, I call it fake ephemera because it's really not. It's not really ephemera. It's really not. But for junk journaling purposes, I suppose it is. Okay, I want to put a little jewel, I think, in here. I have this basket of, see, this is my organization. It's not really. I have this basket full of bling. And I just have to paw through here to find what I'm looking for. So, the fake ephemera, it's fun. And I use it in my, I'm going to use that red one right there. And I like to use the fake ephemera but it's not real. And that one, the glue came off, so I have to glue that one. And so I have this basket of bling, and I throw other stuff in there on top of it all. That's how organized I am. I'm going to use, I think you've seen me use this before. This is a Zig two-way glue pen. It's got a pen top, which is very, very, very handy for these tiny little things that you want to glue down, where you just need a spot of glue. There. And just like that, very easy, very quickly, we have this pocket. Now, I said that this one was going to go in my my sample book because I'm afraid of that one. You know what? I was going to put some of this on here. Oh, I messed up. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to do another one. I'll decorate this one and put that trim on there. I don't know how I messed that up. So I have this one or this one to go in our book, or maybe this one, however this is going to come out. I don't have any plans for this. I don't have my stuff right here. So it's going to take me a minute to figure out what I want to put on there. That one's a little busier. Maybe butterflies. Should I put butterflies on there? I could do that. I think I have some that will work. All right, let's do that because otherwise this is a really short video. I wanted to put some of this trim. I wanted to put it on that one, but I have this sitting here. No, that's too big. That's way too big. I have other trim, but for some reason I wanted to put this on there. And this has a dirty spot on it. While it might look aged, I don't like it. I don't know. It's not going as well on this one as I had planned to put it on the other one. So let me grab the other trim. I have some right here. This is in my use it up basket down here on the floor next to me. I have stuff that I'm telling myself, okay, anything in this basket, you need to use it. Well, that one's kind of pretty. We got to remember these are going to be under, so it's going to be like that. That's pretty. But should I put it on each of them? Or should I just put it on the bottom one? Oh, decisions. I just don't know. Let's put it on each of them. Why not? I have enough trim, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. I also have this. It's a little lighter. Let me see how this will look. It's pretty old. 1976. Nope, that one. Okay. That's okay. We tried. All right. And then I'll figure out what else I'm going to put on there. I was thinking flowers, but you know, it's got flowers on the background, so do I really want to do flowers again? Not really. Butterflies. I do have butterflies. I can look and see if I have something that would work. I should have cut this. All right, do I really want to put it on all the levels? I think so. I think it'll look fine there. All right. So what is everybody else working on? Let me know what you've been busy doing. I don't have any journals in progress right at the moment. Well, I do. I take that back. I do. I have, of course, this one that we're working on for the giveaway. And I have a couple that I've started, but I haven't done anything on them in a while. They're just kind of sitting over there because I don't have like anything to do with them. Like, what am I going to do with them when I'm done with them? So they're just sitting there. And then I have one in my brain that I need to start on. I am going to be starting a kind of a job. I guess it's a job. Yeah. My son recently bought a piece of property here in this little town where I live, and he has done a lot of work on it and has fixed it up and is going to use it as an Airbnb. So to start off with, I'm going to be his cleaning person. After a guest leaves, I will be the one to go in and clean the house and get it ready for the next guest. And I told him that's kind of on a trial basis to see if I like doing it and to see if, you know, if it'll work for both of us. Because maybe he won't like the work that I do. I'm going to, let me be right back. I'm going to run over and get my butterflies and see if I have some butterflies that'll work on here. I'm not going to pause that because whenever I do, this might work. Whenever I pause it, I end up stopping the whole thing, which is not a big deal. Then I'll just start another one. But the other day I did it, and I thought that I had restarted it, and I didn't, and I finished the whole video, and it wasn't even filming. So to avoid that, I'm just not even going to do it. So I have these, but looking at them now, I don't think the colors are going to work. Let me see if I have any that will work. I don't know if I care for that color, although it stands out a little bit. That one, I don't know. It's not horribly bad, but it's more coral, and this is more pink. Let me try to get these underneath so we can see what it will really look like. I don't know. I don't really care for it. Okay. This is just a white, which does not stand out enough. Yeah, I don't think these are going to work. That one's okay. I'm not loving these. Okay. We're going to put these away because I'm not loving them. I have, I pulled out these other ones, but they're not going to work either. Now that I see them next to it, I pulled out these, but they've got too much blue in them, so those aren't going to work. And I have these, which, not really. So I'm going to these. These are cut from books, and I don't know if I've got any colors in here that'll work. See, I'm too picky. I think I'm too picky when it comes to stuff like this. And this is why it takes me forever to make something. What about this guy? He kind of goes, right? Is he too big, though? I don't know. I'm not loving this. I'm just not loving it. Maybe I just need to put some flowers on here. Maybe if I find one butterfly. These are all too big. What to do? I don't know. I don't like any of these either. All right, I guess it's going to be floral instead of butterflies. All right, scratch that idea. Let me get my flowers. My flowers are in a bin. I'll pull those bags right off the top, and then I have all these off if I'm not going to use them. And then all my flowers are just in here and just thrown in here. I used to have all of these flowers sorted by color, if you can believe that. They were in like little jars, like, you know, the jars that the old Prima flowers came in, if you're familiar with those. I had some in those jars, and I had some in, geez, Mary, speak. Would you have some spice jars? I had a spice rack with all these spice jars in it, and all these little flowers were in those spice jars, all sorted by color. They looked very nice. I need these in the bigger version. They looked very nice, but they took up a whole lot of space. And I was trying to free up some space because, I need space. And I kind of like that a little bit. And so I decided, okay, well, I like that one. I don't use these flowers a whole lot. So I'm going to just throw them all in one bin. And then I could pick through the bin to find what I'm looking for. I like that one too. So that's what I did. So now I have to pick through this bin every time that I want something, every time I want a flower. And it's okay. I don't really mind. It's kind of fun. And then maybe a tiny, oh, here's a tiny one. And then I'll put the jewels inside. Does that look okay? Now I wonder if I should put, I like this one better. I wonder if I should put, yeah, that one's better, but maybe a brown one here. Some, what am I thinking? Put some, Jesus, what is wrong with me today? You've already turned me off. I can tell. I know. I don't know what my train of thought is just horrible. What is going on? I just ate lunch. It's not that I'm hungry. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, put some, maybe I should put some, I kind of like that one. Okay, I'm settling on these. Maybe I should put some, no, I don't like that one. Some lace or something under. No, because I already have this, so I don't need that. What about like a leaf, like I don't know, like this? No. It's not bad. Is this layered? I probably have a smaller one somewhere. Did I put the leaves in here, or did I put them in a separate bag somewhere? I don't know. Here's a big one. That's not gonna work. Leaves. Do I have any leaves in here? I don't see any. All big ones. They're all too big. Unless I cut it. I think that's still too big. Any small leaves in here? Oh, look at what I found. Look what I found. Ta-da. A bag of leaves. Let me see if I have a little one. I have this. See down here. That would probably work. Mix up my flowers a bit. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let me move this out of the way. So these came from, I used to go and buy stalks of leaves at, some of them I'd get at Michael's if they had them like on sale for 75% off or something, because they're pretty expensive. Or I would get them at Dollar Tree. And so you buy a stalk of flowers and then you take all the petals off. They have to be the kind that you can just slip them off. Oh, I like that. Should I put on another one? Should I put one on each one? Or is that going to be like too much? Over here. I like it. What do you think? Is that too much? Is it too... I don't care if it's too much. I'm doing it. So yeah, I would go to the Dollar Tree and I would buy stalks of flowers that you can easily pull the flowers off. Some you can't do that. You have to check them to make sure you can. And so I ended up with tons of flowers, plus all these like Prima paper flowers and stuff. Too much. It's just way too much stuff, you know. But I'm using more and more of it, I think. I feel like I am. I hope this is going to stick. Yeah, I think that's going to stick. I guess I could put more under here. I don't want to glue the whole thing down because I want it to have some dimension. I don't want it to be totally flat. Oh, so I was telling you earlier, I made the comment that I was going to kill a cat. Well, I have a cat, and she's the best cat in the whole wide world. She really is. Her name is Heidi, and she's so sweet. And she never does anything wrong. She's a good girl. And we are babysitting my sister-in-law's cat, who is the devil reincarnated. I think there's 2 flowers here. She's just ornery. She's not a nice cat. And in the past few days, she's been here for probably about a week now. And I'm not sure how much longer she's going to be here. But she's been here before. But I don't know what a cat's memory is like. I don't know if they remember. I think I want this over here a little bit more. And so anyway, it took her a few days to settle in and to feel comfortable and stuff. And so she's just starting to come out of the bedroom and be more sociable and everything. And she's a talker. She says a lot, which is cute, you know. I feel like these leaves aren't going to stay down. And so anyway, yesterday I was making my bed and she was walking around on the bed and I was talking to her. She wouldn't let us pet her for like the first 4 days she was here. And I was talking to her in a very nice, soft, sweet voice, you know. And I was telling her that she has to wait until I make the bed and then she can get on it. And she's walking around as I'm talking to her. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, for no reason, she went, "Meow!" And she scratched my face. So I have this big scratch right down the center of my forehead. I'm like, oh my God, what did you do? Why did you do that? I couldn't believe it. I was like, I didn't do anything to you. Just because I told you you couldn't get on the bed yet. And I didn't shoo her away or anything. I was just talking to her. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. So, of course, I'm bleeding, and I want that to go like that, but I think I need it under more. So, oh crap. Yeah, so her and I aren't the best of friends anymore. And when I made that comment just a few minutes ago, she was scratching at my door. Do not scratch my door all up. My cat doesn't do that. My cat will if I have the door shut and she wants to come in, she'll sit out there and she'll meow, but she doesn't scratch my door all up. And this cat scratches on the furniture, and time for her to go home. All right, now I'm going to put some bling. I also have, in addition to the bling, I have these things. These like dots. But I feel like they're, I like the bling on these just because I like a little shiny sometimes. Or we could put some stickles on there, but then it'd have to sit there and dry. And I want to use up some of this stuff anyway. Okay, what colors today? I need like greens and pinks, right? I like this green. Maybe that green. And a brown would work okay. I have this. That would go there, and that would go there. And maybe I'll just stay with the package and use that green. Okay, that was an easy decision. Okay, so I was going to do this red here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. This one. Oh, that's kind of big, but it works. And then this green. There. Oh, I kind of like it. What do you think? I think that came out really, really cute. Okay, let's put this one. I'm going to put this one in the book. Do you like this one better? I know you can't answer me. Gosh, see, that's when I think that, oh, I'm tangled up. That's when I think that doing a live might be kind of fun, because you could answer me and tell me which one you want in the book. So we have these three to choose from. And I think I'm going to put this one in our book. I just like it. Grab the book. Where is it? And one day, maybe I'll do it after I finish this video. I don't know. We'll see. I want to go through and put some trims in here, maybe put some pockets in here. All right, so we have this. But if I put it here, it kind of takes away from journaling space here. So let me see where else it can go. Kind of like that. I don't know. That's too busy. These are all, ooh. I like that. We have that on that side. I could put it here. Kind of busy next to this, but it kind of goes. Oh, can you see? It kind of goes because this is like a drawing and this is like a drawing. I don't know. I'm not loving it. Let's see. I could just put it on this blank green page. Oh, but look. We have the same trim down here. What's that? Oh, that's that. I used the same trim. Okay, well then let's put it in a whole different, that's in the first signature. Let's put it in a whole different signature. And this, how about there? That works perfect. I like that. Okay. Now let's hope that this holds, that these things are strong enough to hold this and be able to put stuff in the pockets. I'm going to put a generous amount of glue on there just in case. I have not actually glued one of these into a book yet, so we shall see how this is going to work. And I think I will. I think I'm going to leave this out and I'm going to work in this journal a little bit. I'll turn the camera on and you can do it with me, where I'm going to just do some decorating. Because I haven't actually decorated any of the pages yet. I've put a couple things on that we've made, but it needs more trim and I need to put in just basic pockets. I don't know, maybe a belly band if I get to it. We'll see. Okay, so that's down there. That's pretty. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is a, so, all right. The things are going to fall through. I wonder if I should have glued underneath. Maybe I'm just going to have to make like tall. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to we'll make a tall journaling card and then one a little bit smaller for the second pocket, and then put something very small in the front pocket because that one will stop. This one will go through and this one will go through. So we'll do tall, medium, and small. That'll be another video because I don't, if I get into that right now, this will just run too long. But one day we're going to do pockets, or not pockets, but tags and cards to go in all of the pockets that we've put in here so far. Okay, there's your video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe and like and leave me a comment because I really do love your comments, even though sometimes I don't comment back. I'm sorry. I really do try to do that, but I'm just bad. But I do read them all and I love them and I love hearing from you, and thank you so much for watching my channel. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.